Hello, hello, my friends. I have another dedicated review for you today. We are going to be talking about Kringle Candles Lemon Meringue Pie. Now, this is in their 3-wick 100% soy wax formula. The vessel here is the painted jar style, which I personally love this format for Kringle candles. In fact, this is probably my favorite format, if I'm being 100% honest with you, because as somebody who has a larger collection, I do find these candles a little bit easier to enjoy and finish up. But yes, I recently picked up this candle during a buy one, was it a buy one, get one sale? I feel like it was a 50% off sale. Maybe that was about 2 weeks ago. Spoiler alert, you will probably see this candle in a haul video that I have coming up this weekend, but I did want to try to get a review out as quick as possible because some of these candles are being listed as being limited edition. And I know some of you guys wanted some dedicated reviews before making a purchasing decision. So just as I disclosed in my white tea leaf video earlier this week, my kids are on spring break this week, so you might hear some background noise. And I hope you guys can just tune that out. All right, fragrance notes for lemon meringue pie. Top notes of sweet, juicy lemon. Mid notes, creamy, comforting. Base notes of pie crust. The pour date of this specific candle is February 9th of 2024. So this candle is like just barely a month old. First off, I really like the packaging. However, personally, I don't really feel like it makes me think of a pie. I mean, I like the lemon in here, but the packaging, quite honestly, kind of makes me think that this would be more of like a lemon and a floral type of blend. And then you kind of have the blue wax in the background. So I personally probably would have chosen something a little bit different for the packaging of this. But to be honest with you guys, I tend to burn a lot of my candles in hurricanes, so I never really even see the packaging of it. It's pretty for springtime, and this is a nice spring fragrance. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't really think that the packaging says this is lemon meringue pie. All right, so we have a bunch of I feel like the fragrance notes that are given here are just kind of more of descriptions of accords that they're using rather than getting actual fragrance notes. Now, what am I going to say about this candle? All right, well, you definitely smell lemon in here. It's a gourmand lemon. You get the, I guess I would call it a pie crust note in here. There is something about here that this is creamy without it being like a custard type of lemon creaminess. I definitely get kind of like a buttery pie crust note. You definitely get that base note coming out in there. Sweet, juicy lemon, yes. Creamy and comforting. I mean, that's where I say like, okay, what is that supposed to mean? But there's a big but here. You guys, I think that this is a repackage of 2023's Marshmallow Chicks. So I actually did some digging. I posted last year when the Easter collection was launched. I posted over on my Instagram account the candles that were offered at that time. And fortunately, I did list the fragrance notes at that time. So the fragrance notes of 2023's Marshmallow Chicks were top notes of lemon and marshmallow, mid notes of smooth vanilla, sugar crystals, and base notes of creamy butter, which now that I see that, I feel like that might be the fragrance notes that are listed for the lemon sugar marshmallow for the 2024 Easter collection. And I love that fragrance. In fact, that fragrance complements this one really well. But this fragrance to me, to my nose, is Marshmallow Chicks from 2023. So that's either a good or bad thing, depending on how you felt about that candle last year. For me personally, the fragrance was kind of a one and done. So I'm not upset that I purchased this fragrance again because it's not that I don't like it. I do. It's just not my favorite lemon fragrance. And the reason why is because the pie crust note that they're listing here, or in the Marshmallow Chicks, they listed the base notes as like a creamy butter. Whatever they're using here, creamy butter, pie crust, whatever it is, when this candle has been burning for longer than I would say 2 hours, much like how I was talking about in the Bananas Foster review, or the, I'm trying to think of another candle that I've burned from them. It's like the waffle cone, the, is it the vanilla waffle cone? Something like that. When it's been burning too long, it starts to take on a different fragrance that I don't really like. Now, in the case of Bananas Foster and the waffle cone, that caramelized note takes on kind of a toffee note, which to my nose can sometimes come off smelling slightly like wildfire. With this fragrance, unfortunately, I feel like if it burns too long, it kind of takes on the scent of an ashtray to me, like kind of like cigarette smoke. Not necessarily like somebody freshly smoking a cigarette next to me, but it reminds me of the smell that I don't know, that I smell from an ashtray. And I remembered last year that I didn't like that about Marshmallow Chicks. That was one of the things that turned me off about that fragrance. And this year when I've been burning this, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm smelling that again. So that is just my personal assessment of it. I do think that this is a repackage, but let's go ahead and talk about the fragrance, not the fragrance notes, the performance of this candle. You can see that the wicks are performing pretty well for me. Now, some of the other ambassadors that I was talking to over on Instagram, some of them were saying that their wicks were having difficulty pooling out, but I am not having that issue at all. You can see that I am about halfway through the burn. I have burned this candle now for about a total of 15 hours, not all in one consecutive, not one burn here, but in a couple of burns, usually about 3 to 4 hours each time. And you can see the wicks are doing pretty well for me. They're not forming these large huge carbon balls. I was trying to blend two words into one there. But it's burning pretty well for me. You can see that nice wax pool is nice and deep right there. This candle has currently been lit for almost 3 hours. So we've got a good wax pool going here. Strength and throw on this one, I would give it a solid 7. It's not overwhelming, which is perfect for me because I'm not overly crazy about this fragrance. But it's nice enough to fill my living room. It's throwing a little bit into my kitchen, but it's, again, not an overly strong fragrance. A 7 is where I'm going to settle on this one, which again, I think is perfect for me. I particularly really enjoy I like burning this candle. You guys, it is Monday, the day that I am filming this, and I am already, oh man, I'm having a hard time with words today. I particularly enjoy burning this candle alongside the lemon sugar marshmallow from the Easter collection. I do believe that that just sold out this morning when they launched the 30% off Easter collection sale over on Kringle. Another fragrance that is pairing really nicely with this, though, is the new number 33 from Bath & Body Works. That's kind of like a lemon and espresso fragrance. I don't know if I'm going to get that review up for you guys this week, or it looks like more than likely I'm probably going to have a post-burn review on that candle for you guys next week. Spoiler alert, you now know what 2 of the candles will be in this weekend's haul video. But they burn really nicely together. If you want like an all-over lemon effect going on in your house and you happen to have all 3 of those candles in your collection, or maybe even just 2 of them, they do make a nice pairing. This candle for me, I'm going to go ahead and say 1 thumb up for the performance. The fragrance is not my favorite. It is one that will be a one and done for me. I don't see myself getting backups of this. That lemon sugar marshmallow was the only one that was really backup worthy for me recently, but it's okay, you guys. It's just this, there's something about this fragrance combination that just does not hit right to my nose. So let me know in the comment box down below. Do you think that this is a repackage? If you happen to have had last year's Marshmallow Chicks and you've bought this one recently, do you guys think that I'm incorrect in that? That's totally fine if so. Also, I forgot to mention some dimensions here of my home. I do have an 1,800 square foot single story home. I live in Arizona. The home is approximately 20 years old and is an open concept style from the living room into the kitchen, high ceilings in the living room. Lower ceilings, more closed concept in the bedrooms. I do always like to give that information for you guys. That way you have a basis. You can understand where I'm basing my subjective opinion about strength and throw from. But yeah, you guys, this one, it's okay. Sorry about that little cough there. This candle is currently available on the Kringle website. I am a Kringle brand ambassador. I do have a discount code with them. It is Katie15. It will save you 15% off of your purchase at the Kringle website. That is an affiliate code and it is eligible for commission. So please only use that if you are comfortable doing so. If not, that's totally fine. But if you do use it, I do want to say thank you so very much for supporting my channel. Hit thumbs up if you found this video helpful. It lets me know that you guys like seeing these dedicated reviews. Also, consider subscribing if you are new to my channel. I like to do a lot of dedicated reviews, hauls, empties, and everything in between. So if you find yourself wanting to stick around for more candle content, you might want to consider subscribing to this channel. I do want to say thank you so much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.